everybody, how are you doing this fine evening? This is another Murphy video. And first of all, I have a very exciting announcement I think I should make. In our next week video, you're gonna see a new face, or should I say a new point of view, from somewhere across the globe all the way into Canada. It's someone I met, or should I say heard about, or heard of, or talked with from the motovlog.com forum, and I'm really excited about his premiere performance next video. So without further ado, let's get into this week's episode. Are you ready? Let's go! So hello everybody, how are you doing today? This is SM26, and on the previous episodes of our wonderful series, you saw the Lone Tail Ninja talked about the first time he ever dropped his bike. Well, what can I say? Dropping your bike is never pleasant, especially for the first time, and especially with a story like this. If you want to recall, the Lone Tail Ninja will be displayed in the box right up there, approximately, I don't know, you do the math. And let's talk about this week's episode. So what I want to talk to you about is very recent story. It's happened just a little under 2 weeks ago. Well, I don't know how your country regulation is doing, but in Israel, each year, every vehicle, motorcycle, car, whatever, has to do an yearly inspection. We call it an yearly test, because we're lazy, and an inspection is too long of a word. So in this inspection, you have to show that your bike is in order and at specs. Working tires, working headlights, what I would call the normal, usual stuff. Well, my bike doesn't meet these standard regulations. I had, I think, 5 major flaws. And let's start to count them down. Well, first of all, my horn wasn't working very well. Like, it was sometimes working, sometimes not. And as you can, I hope you heard it, but now it's working properly. All I did was open it up, take it apart, clean it a bit, and brand new. So that's the first thing I had to sort out before my yearly inspection. So far so good, right? The second thing is a mirror, and I got this mirror and it works. You should have 2 mirrors, but I went ahead and put a bicycle mirror over here. That's a small stuff like this, and it worked. The inspector just saw 2 mirrors and he was okay. He didn't check sizes, or he didn't even check that I could see something. And in this mirror I can actually see very good, but that's beyond the point. The third problem that I had, or have, or whatnot, is I have an LED headlight. And in Israel, unless the manufacturer of the bike installed it for you, then you can't replace the bulb for something that isn't I don't know, standard, let's call that. So I had to replace the bulb. Well, fairly easy as well, right? Another thing I had to take care of is my taillight. In the past, my taillight didn't work. And by taillight I mean both blinkers and the stoplight. So I only had red light constantly on, and when I brake there is no signal, so that sucked. Sorry. So I went ahead and opened up the rear of the bike tail, and I started to fiddle around with it. I think I'm a fairly okay electrician, so in my opinion I was up for the task, or so I thought. I took out the whole rear section, rewired approximately 70 or maybe 80% of all the wires in the back, and it took me a solid hour to work. I'm not talking about disassemble and assembly. a solid hour only to work on the electrical wires and connectors and clean and sort the whole shit up. And I replaced connectors, I replaced a bunch of wires, and it was tedious work to check each wire with a voltmeter and see why it's not working. And finally, it worked. After an hour, it worked, and I was so happy. And then my blinkers are mounted inside my handguard. Is that a handguard? And in this side of handguard, the wire just broke loose. So I thought, that's an easy fix. Open it up, wire them again, and I thought, okay, I'm done, I'm set. But then I had a thought. Maybe I should recheck the back end of the bike once again, just to be sure. And to my surprise, it didn't work. And I was like, what the hell? I worked on it, it was fine. I moved to a different section of the bike, and then the back end was not working once again. I was really confused at that time. I like, dude, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do right now? Well, what I did was I shoved it all back together, closed the shroud and the plastics and covers and whatnot, and I began with wishful thinking. Yeah, I just hope that for the time of the yearly inspection it will just work itself by magic. And regarding the fifth element that kept me for passing my yearly inspection was my tires. In Israel, they document the sizes of your tires, and I don't just mean the tire diameter. I have 17 inches both front and rear, but they also measure the width and the percentage of the height of the tire. So I'm supposed to have 110 in the front over 60, I think, and 140 in the back over 70, if I recall. And my tires were, let's just say, not a spec. I have 150 in the back and 120 in the front, so it's a no-go. And in addition to all of that, my rear tire is toast. I mean, like, it's totally burned, and I'm almost at the wires, at the threads. And it's more of a I don't know, rectangular than a curved stuff. I don't know, it's bad, it's really bad. And I thought to myself, what could I do? So I went ahead and looked for, let's call it greasable, someone who you can grease and negotiate with. It's not 100% legal, but yeah, you get my point. And I went to a town called Jaffa. And I'm trying to not be racist right now, but I went to the most Arab guy who I can find, and I asked myself, and I asked him, could you look the other way for a bit of cash? Well, not exactly in this sentence, but you get my point. And he said no. Okay, so I went to another place called Tira, which is an Arab settlement. And again, I'm not racist, not at all, seriously, but they do not care about this type of crap. And good for them, because it's crap. Sorry. I know that my bike can handle 150 in the back. I absolutely know it. Lots of people have done it before, and it's fine. So he wouldn't agree either. So I went to a third place. This time not by Arabs, by religious Jewish people. I went to a place in Caberg. And then again, they said no. And I was like, what the fuck? Nobody likes money over here. And at last, I went to Netanya, which we like to call the city of crime and violence. Which I like. I really like it. I really like the city. It got a nice beach. A lot of team-ups over there, which I don't like, but never mind that. So over there, I finally found someone who was willing to look the other way. And you think this is over, right? Well, guess again, it's not over. He told me he would pass me, but I would have to send him an image over over WhatsApp that I changed my rear tire. And of course, I'm not gonna do it. And of course, I don't have WhatsApp as well. So, a bit of a pickle. And I told him I was saying a picture to my father's phone, and I thought it was okay. So he signed the document, and I was on my way home. So 20 minutes back home, and then, only then, when I got home, I discovered that I forgot to stamp the final station. There is 3 stations: registration, test, and final station where they validate everything. So I have all my documents. I have the inspector stamp over it, but not the DMV stamp over it. So it was invalid. So I had to go all the way back over there, re-stamp, and then go all the way back home. And guys, it is tedious. I did the whole trip like a bazillion times, and in the heat I was dying, and it was hate it, just hate it. But I think let's conclude my Murphy video. I just had the worst luck with all this shit. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I again invite you, all of you, each and every one of you, to join our upcoming episode. Our next episode is gonna be by Super Bowls, and I'm kind of embarrassed to say it out loud, but yeah, I don't mind. And the episode after that is going to be by the Lone TLV Ninja. And the episode after that is going to be by one of you, unless you wouldn't want to, and then I will do the next one. So I'll see you in approximately 2 to 3 weeks. Adios, bye bye.